How's it going, guys? I didn't really feel like getting in front of the webcam today. Apologies, but I do have a match for you nonetheless. It's going to be versus the TheSilvaWolff, 5th gen match. You guys know how that goes. He's going to lead with his Infernape. I'm guessing it wants to fake out and set up rocks and all that stuff. But since I have my Shaman out, I don't want to take anything he has to offer, even if it's a fake out, because I'm an offensive variety. So I go into my Arbok here to buffer anything he wants to do if he goes for the fake out. But he goes for the U-turn, and I'm like, oh, you know, this might be one of those CB apes that's floating around. We'll see. But for now, I take the U-turn all right, because I mean I lowered his attack and all that. Goes into Celebi. I decide I do not want to stay in because number one, I'm no choice scarf Arbok at all. I got lefties going on me, and number two, it'd just be dumb. It'd be dumb. So I go out to Blehhhhhhhhhhhhhhhhhh here to take the Psychic like it's nothing. And I don't know why I went for the Sucker Punch, to be honest, because most Celebis tend to be support, and then there's the occasional offensive one, but, you know, I'd find it kind of weird if it went for the HP Fire right off the bat, knowing that I tend to pack Sucker Punch. So he gets away with the free T-Wave. I decide to try to make up for this by going for the Swords Dance on the switch, and then if I can hit him with a +2 Sucker Punch, that'll do a decent amount of damage to him. But I get the paralysis there, and he's going to hit me with a ×4 close combat. Bisharps do not enjoy fighting at all. So, down in one shot, unfortunately. But knowing that he brought it in, and he went for the close combat, you know, all that, and he went for the U-turn, I've seen two moves, so I'm thinking he's more than likely Choice Bandit. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Rinkarusu, and we'll put that to the test. So if he's bluffing it, or if he has like Sash or something like that, because he led with it, he would have gone for the U-turn to get some damage, and then he would have gone to Skarm. But he just did a regular switch out to Skarm instead, so I'm like, oh, yep, he's Bandit, I can deal with that later. So I go for the Shadow Ball, Skarm comes in, he takes it, you know, he's Skarm. I went for the Shadow Ball on the off chance that he might have gone to Celebi, predicting the Psychic, so it wasn't really that bad of a move. I mean, it's not like I was going to go for Focus Blast on the Ape. Would have been nice damage on the Skarm, but that seemed like a little bit too aggressive of a prediction at the time, you know. So I go for the Focus Blast, almost takes it out. So that's pretty cool. I mean, he did set up one layer of spikes, but or one or two, I wasn't really paying attention right there. But I go for the Shadow Ball here because I know it'll be able to take it out from the damage I did to it last time. And if he goes to Celebi or Gengar, predicting... Well, I didn't know he had the Gengar at the time, I wasn't really paying attention. I knew he had Celebi, so I went for the Shadow Ball to get damage on that. But he goes into the Gengar instead, and he loses the Gengar, owing to the fact he didn't leave his Skarm in as fodder. I don't really understand that. But he now goes into his Infernape, goes for the CB Flare Blitz. Now, this Rinkarusu, I loaded it from a different file, and it has speed in it instead of HP. I forgot to fix that, so that's why he's got a little bit lower HP than the stuff you normally see. And as such, I barely take the Flare Blitz. I mean, I don't know, I probably could have died from it. But at least I'm able to take him out with the Psychic, and Magic Guard won't really screw me over at the end of the turn, so something's going to have to come in and manually take me out, which is Celebi. You know, it'll just go for the Psychic. 16 hit points isn't really much of a problem. So, down for the count. I have since fixed the HP on this Rinkarusu, so I'm not too worried about it. And then it's, you know, it's revealed that this Celebi is a Life Orb one, so I'm like, maybe it's offensive, you know. And it's got the HP Fire, but if that's the case, it's got a Speed IV of 30, and I will outspeed it, so I'm going to go for the Air Slash. And he brings in Skarm as fodder, which, you know, he wouldn't have had that fodder earlier, so I guess that kind of paid off for him there. I don't know. I personally thought his Gengar would have come in damn handy here versus having a Swampert and a Celebi left at the time. But he brings out Swampert to bait me into going for Seed Flare. I figure I'll just take the bait, whatever. Because a Spadef drop will be appreciated on anything that comes in if I can get it with the 40% chance it has there. I don't get it, which is fine, you know. I'm going to go for the Air Slash, and I'm expecting that to KO because this is an offensive Celebi instead. But, you know, he takes it all right, but I get the flinch. So the Hacks Gods are like, oops, you made an oopsies, here you go. I'm like, oh, thanks, dudes, and they're like, no problem. So go for the HP Ice instead to take it out. Since it probably has HP Fire, I can just go ahead and use that to take it out, because I got one faster speed than it, theoretically on paper. And all he's got left at this point is a Vaporeon and a Swampert, I believe. So I'm going to go for Seed Flare on the Vaporeon. And since I'm an offensive Shaman, I would expect that to do some nice damage, and it lives. And I'm like, whoa, your Celebi lived, your Vaporeon lived, and wow. Just wow. So he takes me out with an Ice Beam. Not like it's really going to be that big of an issue because he's at a low health anyway, and if he's that bulky, you know, then he's going to be pretty slow. So I'm not concerned at all about this Vaporeon, so I'm just going to go ahead and bring in Gallade. Finish it off with a Leaf Blade. I don't want to bulk up because number one, he only has 2 pokes left, and I do have the Leaf Blade. And if I do start bulking up, then he can Wish and Protect up and all that stuff. And it's just added turns that this game really doesn't need at this point, since, you know, his last one is a Swampert, and I do have the Leaf Blade. So it's all but good game at this point. I'll just go for Leaf Blade and see what happens. The fact that I haven't said good game and rate, comment, sub, and all that stuff at this point implies that he does live with a nub, and he's going to hit me with an Earthquake right now, but, you know, since he's got that defensive investment and he was able to take a Adamant Life or Max Attack Leaf Blade, he doesn't really have too much attack. So I should be able to take that, and I'm just going to Drain Punch him in the face because I can. So that's good game, guys. I do owe you a prop win on Monday, just not really feeling it today. And I think that should do it. Those of you in my tourney, I am putting out the next brackets on Sunday, so make sure you get your matches done by tomorrow night. And that should do it for today. I will see you guys later. Peace.